Hi, Lisa here again, and this time I'm going to be working on Edee's Rosebud trail. This is apparently a semi-trailer, I think they call them that. It's not a real full trailer, so this one has issues sending out more than 3 crowns. This plant's gorgeous. It's got a beautiful flower, a nice variegated leaf, but unfortunately only 2 really good crowns right now. So what I want to do is I want to try to encourage it to get a little bit fuller and a 3rd crown, so that I can put it in the show in the trailing program. So the first thing actually I'm going to do is disc bud. I do that with all my trailers this time of year because I want to get them ready for show. And disc budding will promote the energy into the plant growing leaves and size. And eventually when we do let it bloom, hopefully it'll just go, thank God you're letting me flower now, so it's going to send out a lot of flowers for the show. So I'm going to use my little sucker plucker that I got at the show in Nashville. One of the supply fellows there, I think the Cape Cod guy was selling them. I think they were $3. Great tool, very sharp. Don't hurt yourself if you have one. So I'm just going to go in here and take off the little buds that are growing. This plant has been blooming since I bought it, and that it was in Nashville too. I don't remember which supplier I got it from, which vendor, but love it. I like variegated leaves and trailers, so when you put them together it makes a really nice little plant. So let's take all those off. It's always a sad thing taking the flowers off, but I know it's something I have to do at this time of year. So you know, if you just let violets go, they'll bloom pretty much all year if you have the right kind of light, but for me I want to have nice show plants, so hopefully this guy will be real nice in May for me. I'm going to be starting to follow the timeline. I know Joy Stork has been talking about that on some of the Facebook sites for violets, growing for the show, and some of the beginner sites. So I'll be posting something about that too. So now you can kind of see the 2 crowns. I've let this plant a little dry too, not as bad as my foxwood trail, but if you look underneath here you can see the new little baby crowns that are forming. Where's one there? And you can see the 2 big crowns that I have. So I will do a little bit of leaf removal on this one too, because I just noticed here that there's some nice crown coming up in the middle there. That would be nice. And there's more buds. So I have a bad habit of picking the buds with my fingers because I try to move fast, and that works fast for me. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to take some of these middle leaves off. So what I'm trying to do here is expose that crown underneath to some new light. And these leaves, because I don't think there's anybody in our club here in Calgary that has this plant, so I will be taking the best of these leaves here, and I will probably be putting them down because I don't believe there's anybody here that has this plant, and I can probably make some nice little babies for our sale in May and sell them there, or just give them away. And for some reason I'm finding a lot of this. So I must have picked off a flower earlier and left a long stalk, so those have to come off too. So I'm just going to keep taking these out. And I'm really kind of making a big hole in the middle of this plant, which is, you know, in the end it won't look great for temporary, but hopefully in the long run it'll be a really nice looking little plant. Let me take this guy off too. Look at all those beautiful leaves. And look at that. Look at those little crowns. So I don't want to take too many of the bigger leaves off around the edge. I can deal with that later. Take this guy maybe. So that's it. So that's all I'm going to do. And that exposes the center out. So this little guy now has a chance to fill that spot in. So, and I still want to do, I didn't know about that crown, and I'm debating now whether or not I should be pinching out a crown on this guy. But I think I might do just one of them and then hope that it will grow a multiple crown. So what happens is when you take out the center here, you're just looking at the very middle of the plant. And all I'm going to do here is I'm going to take the pointy end. I'm going to just pinch out or cut off the center of the crown. And then I'm going to leave it. So these 4 leaves are going to come out. Oop. And then hopefully what'll happen is that it will start promote or make new babies that will come around that center there. It'd be nice having a multi-stalk. So that's all I'm doing. That's pinching out a crown. So you can see where I've taken the leaves off right there. And I will send a picture here in a couple weeks to see if there's any growth that'll be happening. I'm going to leave that one because it once it's grown bigger, this guy will fill in and I can maybe adjust him a little bit. This is still in a 4-inch regular pot, and I'm going to leave it in this pot for a while yet. The plant's still pretty small. This plant actually, now that I'm looking at it, may not be ready for this May, but it'll be ready for next year. So I'll just keep growing it, and then hopefully I'll have a really good specimen for 2016. And then it might be, depending on how it does for this year, I might put it in this year too if it has a nice flower and it has a good 3 crowns represented. Anyway, that's it for this guy for now. I'm going to give him a water, and I'm also going to dome this one. I do that with every plant that I work on. I don't like to, you know, where you spend all the time and effort on these plants, you want them to survive and grow well. So I find that the doming makes a huge difference in helping these mitigate shock and grow well. And if you're ever in Calgary, I think the National Convention for the Canadian Violet Society is here in 2016. I might have some babies of this plant if you come to Calgary. Thanks, and have a great day.